Alright, what's going on, guys? I'm gonna make this short and simple. It's 5 o'clock right now. Sunrise is like 25 minutes from now. I'm about 20 minutes from the creek I'm gonna be fishing, so I'm gonna drive down there and I am going to catch an 18 or 20-inch brown today. That's the goal. If that's what you want to see, stick around. See you on the water. Alright, guys, we're walking down to the spot now. Sorry it's still a little dark. I mean, it's not as dark as the GoPro is picking it up, but GoPros are not great in low light, so I apologize about that. But anyway, I got the rain gear on. Everything's dry here. It hasn't rained, but all around the state we've had scattered thunderstorms and pretty heavy rain, and it's supposed to be coming this way, and it was earlier, but it didn't hit here. And I checked the radar, everything looks pretty good and clear, at least till about 7 o'clock. There's some clouds here, but I'm crossing my fingers. I don't think we're gonna get hit. I haven't heard any thunder since like 4:30, about an hour ago when I was back home. So, like I said, we'll cross our fingers. Again, I apologize for the low light. Rain heavy at times, will continue for 54 minutes. Doesn't really seem dark at all. Maybe something's rolling in. Let's look at the radar for our location. Here's the radar. Now, oh yeah, it shows some heavy shit coming. It didn't earlier. It looks pretty bad for about an hour, and then it stops. I'm gonna trust the radar and head back to the car and wait it out to see what happens. So I don't want to be stuck in pouring rain, and if it's going to be thunderstorming, I definitely don't want to be caught up in that either. So there we go. Come back this way. Super aggressive fish. Yep, in the net. Nice fish. Pop the streamer out. 15-incher. He freaking crushed that thing. Look at that. Super nice fish. There we go. Now it does. Yep. That's a nice brown trout. Right there. Yeah, man. There he goes. Freaking just got me soaked. I was trying to measure him on the net. He looked maybe a little bigger than 15. He looked like the size of the net, 16 inches. That's a good fish, but not what I'm after. They come bigger than that. Super aggressive fish though. Alright, let's move up. I got a really, really good feeling about right below the waterfall. Oh, we had one. Of course we had one, and I just frickin' did nothing. I wasn't expecting a fish right in that fast water, but that was a bite. Wow. Messed that one up. Alright, if we're gonna catch a big fish in here, we're gonna do it on one of our first few casts. So let's see. That's where I want to be. We're going to let that sink a little bit. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna tie on some nymphs and fish this hole here and this hole here pretty good for some big browns. See what we can do. I just tied on a pretty big stonefly and a big CDC pheasant tail. I don't know how the stonefly is going to do, but I like it because it's big. But it's like olive-ish, goldish. But the pheasant tail is real dark. So I like my chances with that. Let's see. We're on. I was fishing this run here for a while and not really getting much, so I decided to put a split shot on, and first cast, as soon as I put that piece of lead on, we get a fish. Haven't seen him yet, don't know how big he is, but he feels good. He's not huge. He's a good fish though. I'm not going down there to land him, so he's either slowly working his way back up or snapping off. Come on, you got to get out of the fast current. That's actually a good trout. All right, I lied. I can't lose this fish. We might have to go down. That is a big fish. He's done. That's a massive trout. I mean, he's not massive, but he's big. Okay, we should be able to land him here, hopefully. Gorgeous fish. No! Gosh, I need to get a bigger net. A lot of tension on this fish right now. Come on, line, don't fail me now. He's done, I just can't land him in this current. Come on. That is a nice male. There we go. Oh my God, he came right off the fly. Oh, yeah, buddy. You guys seeing this? That is what we came out here for. This fish exactly. He freaking nailed that stonefly. You gotta stay in the net, bud. You gotta stay in the net. That is a freaking giant male. I thought he was small at first just because he wasn't fighting hard. That's the thing with these big browns. They don't really put up a huge fight. That smaller one I caught earlier, he put up a great fight. I mean, don't get me wrong, we almost didn't land this guy. But there you have it, man. I'm gonna try and hold him up. First, I'm gonna see how big he is on the net. I don't have a tape with me, and I'll get an exact measurement later. You see that? From here to there is 16, so we're gonna say he's probably 18 and a half. That's a really skinny male. He's not, I mean, it's a good fish, don't get me wrong, but look at the kype on him. I'm gonna revive this fish a little bit, and then I'll hold him up for you guys, or at least try to, without letting him go. Absolute stud of a brown right there. Out of my favorite creek. Does not get better than that. Look at the kype on that fish. Definitely 18 and a half inches. It's pushing 20, but not quite. That is a nice brown. That's what we're here fishing for. That's what we're fishing for. Let's get a release on this guy. There he is, one more time. There he goes. Now that's what I'm talking about right there, man. That's what we're looking for. It feels good catching a fish like that, that's for sure. We'll get to it, see if we can't get another. Like I said, 18 to 20 incher, and that was right in between. That fish was no smaller than 18 inches. That's a sweet fish. Catching a fish like that, every now and again, obviously I try to every time I go out, but catching fish like that is at least what keeps me going out, makes me keep coming out. I can't believe I said I'd let him snap off too, isn't that crazy? Alright guys, we're just gonna head back to the car and start hitting up some other spots. I think after catching that really nice fish, I'm just gonna stick with this nymph setup I got on CDC pheasant tail. Might switch that up to something more like this big stonefly here. That's what that big brown hit on. So as I was back at the car, I was gonna move to a different spot, which I am doing now, but it's the same spot that I started earlier and waded all the way up to where I just caught that real nice brown. Only reason I'm coming back here is because I need to at least see if these big nymphs I'm throwing are gonna entice another big brown down here, because they are down here. I mean, they're everywhere in the creek, but caught a lot down here, so. Oh, I wasn't recording. I thought I was. That sucks. Whatever. I just moved down, cast it in here. First cast, we got a small brown, 8 inches maybe. Nothing crazy, that's for sure. Small brown. Thought I was recording. Went to hold him up for the camera. Jumped out of my hands, but that's all right. There we go. There's another out of here. Just about the same size as that other one I caught. One's actually a little smaller. Alright guys, we just lost the setup, which sucks. Definitely stinks losing a setup, but seems like any fly I throw on right now is working. Another little guy in the net. Oh, sorry, I forgot to show him off, but not really one you want to show off there. Got a grab there. There we go. They're good head shakes. That's why I like putting a jig streamer on and dead drifting it, because I can use an indicator like this. And I can also, you know, jig it a little bit, use it like a streamer. Don't go down that way, buddy. Look at that. What a nice trout. What a nice trout. Look at all the spots on that brown. It's a stocky. There you go, buddy. All right, first time down here this year in this area of the creek. Real muddy, so I can't see where all the big logs are in here. There are a lot of them. There we go. Good fish. Right into the net. Great fish, actually. Wow, nice. That brown. Look at that, he's got someone else's line in him. Let's try and get that out. swallowed, huh? It's swallowed. You guys see that? This guy's still nice and healthy, but he swallowed someone's line, or someone caught him. I don't know if you can see this. You see that line in there? It's in his stomach. Oh no, there it is. Can you believe that? Oh, you can't even see. Look at what I just pulled out of that fish's stomach there. So, I don't really want to touch it, but what we got on the hook is a worm. See that worm dangling? And what we got right here, that's a sculpin. That's a sculpin right there that I just pulled out of that fish. That was not, oh no, there's freaking 2 hooks. Someone was using a sculpin, probably night fishing or something. There's 2 hooks. And that fish ate it at night, that sculpin. And then on the other hook, there's a worm. Can you believe that? That is crazy. Wow. That is nuts. There you go, buddy. Now you can, there he is. A good sized brown. There you go. There he goes. Now you got all that stuff out of you and you can eat, feed, and not have to deal with all that crud. Wow, that's crazy. That is crazy. Alright guys, that's gonna be it for today. We fished our ass off, that's for sure. Caught one super nice brown and then a handful of other real nice fish. So overall super happy with that. Turned out to be a good fishing day. I mean, they were hitting streamers, jig streamers, nymphs, everything. Water was pretty murky, but they did not seem to care. They were feeding. Probably something to do with that storm, but yeah, like I said, overall great day. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you're not already, make sure to subscribe if you want to see more stuff like this. So see you in the next one.